The three girls, Meadow, Rogue, and Arlette, agreed on their fourth wish. They wished to be a famous punk rock band. The wish was made, and the fourth finger on the skeleton hand curled downward. In a blink of an eye, the three of them were facing an enormous crowd who were cheering them on. Apparently, their band name was Red Skeletons. It was obvious as the crowds were shouting it out. Rogue grabbed the microphone close to her lips and shouted with excitement. This goes out to all of the outcasts out there. To the bullied weirdos that get pushed around. Let's make some noise as we play our song, The Underdogs, she said. It was astonishing how well they were playing their instruments. It was as if they had practiced since they were toddlers. Rogue, the lead singer, had several lyrics magically in her mind. The song Underdogs was executed perfectly. Arlette had an expensive, electric guitar and was amazingly good at playing it. Meadow flipped her drumsticks quickly around her fingers as she played the drums like it was second nature. Funny enough, Jonathan, their chef, was apparently a bass guitar player. Instead of wearing his all-white outfit, he was in an all-black outfit with shades on his face. Jonathan played the bass with such style. Al too was in the band. He still wore his butler outfit and also wore shades. He played an electric piano smoothly. The Red Skeletons were a hit. They played songs all around the world. They were also escorted by their bodyguards. The band took pictures, signed autographs. They had everything they ever dreamed of. They were living life to the fullest, adorned by their fans. They were on television and practically everything else. To say Meadow, Rogue, and Arlette were living the best time of their lives was an understatement. Meanwhile, over to the far east side of the Snob Hill, inside of a trailer trash house near a beach, lived two low-life roommates, Jake and Andy. They were sitting on an old worn-out couch drinking booze as they always did and playing on an old-school Super Nintendo. A loud knock was at the dilapidated front door. Probably another stupid salesman, said Andy angrily. I already answered the last one, you get it, said Jake, annoyed. Jake and Andy played rock, paper, scissors to see who would beat up the next door knocker. Jake lost, and he stood up while grabbing a wooden bat. Batter's up, he said while resting the bat on one shoulder, while the other free hand reached for the doorknob. He swung the door open to see nobody outside. Jake walked out the front door, out of sight from Andy. Suddenly, Andy heard Jake struggling, gasping for air. He quickly grabbed a wooden bat and ran out the front door onto the front steps. There, a few feet to the right of Andy, was Rod as a rotting corpse, who was holding Jake in a headlock, while Rod's other hand was holding Jake's bat. Long time no see, asshole, said Rod to Andy. Andy dropped his bat on the steps, his mouth dropped, eyes widened. You were dead. I watched as the truck. Rod interrupted Andy. Still dead, as you can see, he said while pushing Jake to the ground. Jake stood up, coughing like crazy. You almost choked me to death, you dick, he said angrily to Rod while coughing. And who were the ones who stood there watching me get hit by an 18-wheeler? That's right, you morons, said Rod angrily. Wait, how did you even get out of the ground? Asked Andy. That cheap piece of shit of a coffin I was in had a crack in it, and I annoyingly pried and dug my way out, said Rod, upset. What are you doing here? Asked Jake while rubbing his own throat. Rod smiled. I was wondering when you were going to ask that question. Rod cleared his throat while scratching part of his revealed brain, then continued. Those three girls, Meadow, Rogue, and Arlette, have a magical skeleton hand in their possession. Don't ask me how I know, but the day I was hit by that truck, all of this information flooded into my brain. That hand has the power to grant you anything you can imagine. I say we take this skeleton hand from them, and the world will be ours. How about it, guys? Should we get a little payback? Andy scratched his head in confusion. How do you plan on getting it from them? He asked. Rod smiled while slowly pacing back and forth. Oh, I have my ways, and this zombie needs to eat. Also, I can make you two become like me, and find several others to follow in our path. What do you say, boys? For old time's sake? He suggested with a smile. Jake and Andy looked at each other mischievously, then turned their heads to look at Rod and nodded.